Yeah, give Charleston credit. That's obviously a terrific basketball team. I thought the effort was good. We were choppy. Turnover numbers on high, but we were still choppy at inopportune times. And to beat a team like that, you've got to have a couple guys, play a little bit above themselves. And to their credit, their two guys played really well. Those two guys are tough to stop, and they get 47 points out of those two guys. They did a good job of keeping us off the glass. Some of that thought had to do with not great shot selection by us. And I said it felt like got away from us a little bit the first half. Then we fight back in the second half, and we had two bad possessions. I think it was down to maybe 6 late in the ball game. But those two guys are good. There's no question about that.
Picking up 2 early fouls kind of.
It did. Then we got a third, obviously, in the first half too. He's in the pass. He's done a pretty good job for us on him. But that's part of the game. One thing that two guys do is they don't foul. They play the whole game and they don't foul. Yeah, that hurt us. Nakai was more what we need from Nakai. I thought he did a good job tonight, rebounding and scoring it. But also to be a team, Fobsy's a key guy for us. He played a lot, played hard, but he usually shoots the ball pretty good for us tonight. Tonight just wasn't his night. We certainly need him to take shots. Tonight just wasn't his night.
I know getting to the foul line has been kind of a keystone for you guys since you've been here. They keep guys away from doing it, but it seems like it's also something that I'm sure you would like to.
Yeah, we're not doing a good enough job getting to the foul line. Some of it, and this wasn't the case, has been turnovers. We're not getting to the foul line enough. Now, they do a good job of not fouling, and the other thing they do, and they were unbelievable tonight, is they make foul shots, right now, I think it's going to be hard for us to beat a team like that if we go 6 for 23 from the line, from the three-point line, it's even on the glass, and they shoot 94 from the foul line. If you told me that going into the game, I would have been like, oh, boy, this is going to be a 30-point whipping. But I think we were able to control the tempo enough where the game didn't get too crazy. But with that said, you still got to make some plays late in clock or knock down shots. I don't think some of it's Charleston. Credit to them. I don't think our passing and ability to find guys is where it needs to be right now to beat a team of that caliber.
Yeah, you guarded the three-point line pretty good tonight. They didn't even get a three-pointer until late in the game.
Yeah, they're not statistically a great three-pointing shooting team. They made a big one late, obviously, and the clock. But, I think, for us, we talked a lot about points off turnovers. That's been a big Achilles heel for us. Now, maybe it wasn't as glaring tonight, but we've lost that battle. And then their team that wins the free throw battle. But, those two guys are tough to stop. I mean, that's not disrespect to the rest of the guys, but when you get two guys averaging over 20 points a game and then they deliver like that, we got to have some guys deliver in order to beat a team like that. We did. We didn't put him on to the second half. I thought he did do a good job. Of course, Don, we also need his points too. So you get a little bit stuck. I thought the first half Rilla did us in. I thought the second half Brantley did us in. That's a heck of a luxury when you have an inside-out combination like that.
How did you feel Jakai did his first time?
Okay. Jakai's a good player for us. He's got good DNA. He's going to have. I like all our freshmen. I like their competitiveness and I still think obviously ball security with those guys and passing and catching is something we've got to get better at. And then we couldn't get to the boards tonight like we normally do. We've been hanging. This is the first time I think since the Vermont game where we were even on the glass. We haven't jackhammered somebody on the backboard. So obviously I know the other team's trying to keep us off the glass, but for us, I think I got to look at the tape. Why didn't we rebound it? Was it all Charleston? Did we not get off blockouts? Or was our shot selection not great? Thereby, we didn't rebound it as well.
And obviously you mentioned points got to come from Brian and everything. Have you identified who you think the next person should be, or is it really going to be a matter of every
No,
could be someone
I
else,
mean,
or?
I think it's going to be somewhat hopefully different guys. Sanders is a guy what we need tonight. But I think he should be a guy 12 and 8. he's a guy that likes starting, like most players. His two best games when I brought him off the bench, he was about the same against UMBC. He's actually played the most minutes. We've fought foul trouble with him a lot, we're still not quite at that point. It's where we are right now, where we're not getting enough easy baskets. So to me, like our passing, our spacing, our playmaking ability has to get better, either through development or recruiting. We're not playing as fast as I'd like, but that was a disaster early in the year when we did that. A disaster. Since then, every game has been pretty close. Oh, I shouldn't say that. We've won a couple big. Every other game's been competitive. Now, we haven't been good enough to win enough competitive games yet. We've lost more close games than we've won, unfortunately. So we got to try to get them to stay the course. But we're not a team that's getting enough easy baskets. But as a coach, I've seen the way we've turned the ball over when we start going ultra fast. That's not good either, because you don't get to the foul line, you don't rebound, and you get no shot defensively. So.
Thank you, guys.